Hey guys, welcome to my desk side. So ERC-404s, let's talk about it. It's been all over the timeline, and if you've been wondering what on earth is it, you are not alone. I've been doing my best to read up on this, so let's break it down together. ERC-404 is an experimental token standard that's basically the baby of the fungible ERC-20 standard and the non-fungible ERC-721 standard. So in short, ERC-404 is basically an NFT that is natively fractionalized. So how does it all work? Well, here is an incredible graphic from Stacy Murr that breaks it down. Following this chart, let's pretend that I am building a project called Remint on the ERC-404 standard. Remint is made up of 100 ERC-404 tokens and 100 associated Remint NFTs. If you buy one Remint on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, you'll get one Remint NFT in your wallet. Now, let's say you only hold 0.5 Remint. That means you won't have the NFT, but you'll have the 0.5 Remint that you can continue to speculate on and trade. Now, let's say you have one Remint and you decide to sell half of it. Your NFT would automatically be burned. And let's say you have 0.5 Remint and you bought another 0.5 Remint, so you have one whole Remint, then an NFT will automatically be minted to your wallet. Flipping the script, let's say you sell your associated Remint NFT on OpenSea or Blur. Well, then the Remint token would actually go along with your NFT sell. So that's pretty cool, right? Having this native fractionalization basically enables all projects that build on top of the ERC-404 standard to immediately be able to tap into deep liquidity like we see with fungible tokens. This standard isn't really something that affects OG collections like Pudgy Penguins, Azukis, CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, but it's something where if new projects that have staying power come along and build on top of the 404 standard, it could actually really affect the way we transact and interact with NFTs in the future. Within the NFT finance space, Wasabi, which is a perps and options platform, actually came out a few days ago on February 5th, supporting perps for the ERC-404 standard. And since then, Particle, Hyperliquid, Gemnify, all which are perps and options protocols, have come out adopting 404 as well. MetaStreet, which is an NFT borrowing and lending platform, has actually announced that their up-and-coming governance token, MSTR, will be an improved 404 standard. And that's pretty exciting for a few reasons, but we'll get into that here in a second. So hype around token standards have come and gone. There was a token standard at one point where it's like your NFT is your wallet, and like that quickly faded. But I'm really excited for the 404 standard and what it could hold for the future because it's a standard that truly has NFT financialization built into it. And for anyone that's bullish on NFT finance, this is huge. So here are a few more thoughts around it and a little bit of how I'll be experimenting with ERC-404s. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm literally just a degenerate on the internet that's f***ing around and finding out. So there's been this flood of ERC-404 projects that have popped up in the last week, and naturally degens are degenning. And I'm not the most technical person, and I've seen some of the concerns that have been raised around the standard itself from people that I consider very smart, knowledgeable, and just like technically savvy in this space. So I'm not necessarily aping into any random 404 project that I see. But what I will be doing is I'm going to get ERC-404 exposure through MetaStreet. Like I said earlier, MetaStreet's governance token is up and coming, and it's going to be an improved 404 standard. I also know the folks on that team, and I think if there's any team that's capable of building on top of the 404 standard that's going to do so in a way that's like technically sound, it's them. They're also backed by some of the biggest, most respectable funds in the space, including Dragonfly Capital and Delphi Digital, and their team is absolutely stacked. So coming up here on February 14th, Valentine's Day, MetaStreet is starting their Ascend campaign, where users of the platform will start earning points until May, and those points will translate into exposure to the MetaStreet token. The Ascend campaign that they've put together is actually pretty cool because there's going to be a couple of integrations with dApps on Blast, with boost points and all of that stuff. So from a sheer risk to reward perspective, it seems like the best thing to do. You get exposure to 404s, you get exposures to MetaStreet, which is something I've really been wanting to do. You get exposure to Blast, and you get exposure to the app on Blast itself. So that is ERC-404 wrapped up in a nutshell. Quite frankly, I'm still trying to fully wrap my head around it, but it's pretty exciting, everything that I've seen so far. We'll see how it goes. Definitely keep an eye out for that MetaStreet campaign. I think it's going to be a really great way to play this if you're paying attention. And until the next one, guys, bearish or bullish, keep building.